Beautiful cars behind you. McLarens. What's that? A Rolls Royce?
Yeah,
Lamborghini.
everything. Yeah,
New piece on your neck.
yeah. Just working,
How much
man.
was that?
This was just for the piece, 98,000. You know what I'm saying? Just for this, 98. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of hate, man. People make this joke to where they say, say cheese, you're gonna fall off if you keep interviewing Bandman. Why do you make him a reoccurring guest?
Yeah,
Do you see those
yeah.
those?
I see people talking, but like they, I just feel like people just gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't get mad at like the stuff I see on the internet. I don't get too mad about it. I just be like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now speaking of that, you went viral recently because of an interview you did with me.
Yeah.
Well over 1 million views in a month. And you admitted to paying for coochie.
Yeah.
You believe in you'll rather pay for it than waste time and text and take them on crazy dates. You'll
Dates.
rather get
Yeah.
what you want right then and there
Right.
and not waste anybody's time.
Exactly.
I've interviewed a lot of different people about it. It went crazy on the internet for 2 days. I interviewed Charleston White about it.
Yeah.
It's mixed reviews. Some people think like, yo, I'm the same way because I don't like wasting people's time and I want to get straight to the point. And then you got some people who think it's tricking. They think he has all this money already. Female should just be throwing it at him. Why is he paying for it?
I just feel like it's the type of female that you go after. Like, you know what I mean? It's so these type of guys that you might be interviewing ain't probably getting the same type of females that I'm getting as well. You know what I'm saying? So like they like for instance, okay, it's whether how they look at it, the dates that they doing, the time they putting in, you are doing the same thing. I'm just cutting it in half and eliminating my time. You know what I'm saying? So you get what you want, I get what I want, go back to your boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, and we keep it going. Now people might look at it like, oh man, that's this and that. Like I seen the Charleston White video, it was funny. I didn't get mad at the nigga or nothing. I seen it, it was funny, but at the same time, you gotta realize Charleston White ain't hitting the type of hoes I'm hitting. So of course Charleston can get those girls that Charleston get, they free. You don't need $1 to hit them type of females. So I understand that when Charleston comes off, once he gets on this level, once he cross sides, then he'll kind of understand. Right now, he can't see this side. He barely can see anyways. You get what I'm saying? So I understand what he means by when he says, oh man, no, that's some sucker shit and this and that. And plus, bro, a comedian as well too. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm going to trick off, folks. You feel me? I don't care.
You said it's levels. I mean, Charleston White's making a pretty good bag these
No,
days.
no. I believe it. But I'm just saying though, as far as Charleston White is a comedian too though. So versus if somebody else was saying like Charleston, like talks the way Charleston talks, or do what Charleston do, it's a difference versus a rapper or Charleston White do what he do. He good at it. He got to be funny, shit. But he do be funny when he talk about it.
You don't think Charleston can hit the girls that you're paying for free?
Hell no. Charleston looks like a crackhead, like my uncle, like a drunk uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he a comedian, but he has the appeal of like a dope fiend, or you know what I'm saying, like type shit. He's not like a boss person. You feel me? Like Charleston, like is one of them type of people. Like he gonna get on the internet, he gonna say whatever, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? He Charleston White. Everybody know what he gonna go in there and say the craziest shit. He don't care. He careless. So it's almost like when he get on the internet, he don't got nothing to lose. He just gonna say anything and everything.
Women like funny people though. He's a very funny guy.
No, they do. But at the same time, when it finally kicks in, right? The funny, you done told the joke and all that, and it's time to go eat, or it's time to go to the crib, or it's time to get there, because it's transportation. It's where you lay your head at, and it's the food we about to eat. That's when the reality comes into play. You understand what I'm saying? Like all the jokes can be said towards Kevo, but Kevo's gonna hop in that nice car and he's gonna go to that nice home and his banking account is gonna look nice. So it all goes out the window. It's like the people that's talking, you just look like, okay, cool. You got it off, cool. But I'm still finna go back to this nice life. You get what I'm saying?
Now you mentioned boss. You mentioned Charleston White not being the boss. I disagree with that. Charleston White's put a lot of people in position since, especially since he's been on Say Cheese. He's leveled his friend, like his friends have leveled up. He let him open up for his comedy shows.
Yeah.
I know certain people that he's employed.
See, this is the thing. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't look into Charleston that much at all. So I don't really know nothing about him at all. You get what I'm saying? That's just like if Charleston say, oh man, Kevo did this, he got that. Charleston don't know if I be working out or what I be doing, like, cause I don't show every time you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna say, oh, well, that nigga just did this and that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what that nigga do. I don't know if you feel me? I'm just going off of what I see on the internet. So I'm just like, damn, he wild. But at the same time, Charleston ain't no dummy though. I can tell you that. I'm gonna say he's not a dummy. Everything he doing is for a reason. He low-key smart as hell. That's why I be sitting back watching his ass. I be like, this nigga, but as far as comedian-wise, he could be the top comedian if he gotta structure everything a little bit better. Because at the end of the day,
explain.
Once you get done doing everything you're doing as far as going viral, you still have to go and say, okay, I still got to do these shows. I still got to do this. I still got to do that. Because I mean, the police thing can kind of work to a certain extent, but it still makes everything dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the whole goal of it, is to be able to do shows, to be able to get paid a lot of money. But you don't want to put the because like, even though you'll be pushing out the police thing, it's a whole lot of people that's careless of that. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. I get it. I'm seeing the whole thing, but I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, it'll really work all the way. Just like I seen the China Mac thing with him and China Mac or whatever with the New York shit. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, well, he said he canceled the show in New York, but don't you think that they possibly might go to the other shows? Just to be able to get some type of somebody can say, well, they can play crazy and say, well, he drove me crazy from this interview, and you know what I'm saying? So they could plead this or that, or I don't know, but like I said, he know what he doing, but I don't know.
Now, Charleston and China Mac, they had a back and forth.
Yeah, I seen that.
Who do you agree with in that in that whole deal? Because Charleston went on a crazy rant on Say Cheese about, the Asians, which made a lot of sense.
But
a lot of sense.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. When I listened to Charleston though, Charleston talks about us, African Americans. Charleston talks about all types of people. So it can't be nothing too crazy just because he say that about that's why I understand. When I seen him, I'm like, wow. But then I was just like, nah, Charleston do that anyways. He'll do that he'll say all that about you or me or whoever. You feel me? So I kind of understand it a little bit. You feel me? Like, as far as like them, like canceling them, he ain't gonna get canceled type shit. You know what I'm saying? For that shit, because that's who he is. That's how he coming on all levels, like type shit. So that's the reason why when I've seen the interview, I'm just like, oh, like, that's Charleston shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he said worse shit than that. Like about dead people, about spitting on, pissing on graves, and like, so I ain't really shocked about it.
Yeah. What's his name? Andrew Tate? What's his name?
Andrew Tate, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was canceled on the internet for saying a lot less than what Charleston says.
Exactly. But Andrew Tate they feel like it's a lot of power behind a lot of money. See, when you start talking like Charleston and you got millions and millions and millions of dollars, that's when they try to cancel you. You feel me? Now, Andrew Tate shows wealth and power. You know what I'm saying? So um, if Charleston was like that, then it'd be a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So China Mac speaks out, and he's basically like, "Yo, I'm coming to the show. You can't talk about my people like that. I'm gonna stand for my people."
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if I was Charleston White, I would have still did the show. Me personally, I would have still did the show. Like, even though, they canceled it, but because I just look at it like, just as like somebody say something, they're gonna do something. I feel like you just gave me a free whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Because you finna come to my shit and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would have just shared like shit. Because at the end of the day, Charleston White all about going viral. He already saying anything. So I feel like he would have been like, I'm out of my own business. I'm doing my comedy show. Shit, this gangbanger, you know how he is. He gonna be like, yeah, this gangbanger, he came to the show and I was just, and shit, I had to do what I had to do, officer. You know, Charleston gonna turn complete. You feel me? So it's like, everything is gonna be a funny joke at the end of the day. So you gotta be careful of like kind of playing with him if he gets the last. You feel me?
Just like 600 Breezy. When he ran into 600 Breezy, and I interviewed 600 Breezy about that. Let's just say, because 600 Breezy's a big guy.
Yeah.
Let's just say he did whatever. Let's say he smacked Charleston or anything. What would he have gained from that?
Yeah, so to be honest, he wouldn't have really won. This is the thing. Because the way that Charleston doing what he's doing, if he would have called the police on you and got you locked up, then he still is a comedian. He gets the last laugh on everything. Like, I got his motherfucking ass locked up. 600 locked up and all this shit. He would have been doing the most. You get what I'm saying? So it would have been like on some, everything is going to be funny, whether he would have maced him or if he would have just said, he came in here and I shot it, whatever. It's like you can't really win with the nigga. So it's kind of like, that's why I wouldn't be sitting on the internet going back and forth with Charleston because he's going to like out-talk you. You feel me? You would need a nigga like my manager or something to be going back and forth with his ass and be talking because they talkers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me to be going back and forth with a person like that, like a comedian nigga like that, hell no, like, no sir. But you ain't gonna be able to win against him. Even if you seen him in person, you might as well just, you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Great point. And I think Charleston got under your skin once. I mean, you pulled out 300,000 on Say Cheese.
Yeah, no, he did. Because you know what? Because at first I wasn't looking at him as a comedian. You feel me? So I seen the nigga and I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, so when I seen him, I'm just like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? And like, why is he going so crazy? But then I just started watching him more and more and more pick with everybody. I'm like, oh, this nigga whole, like, this is nigga whole life type shit. Then I'm just like, wow, this shit funny as hell. Like, so then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no reason to like be fucking around with this nigga because he gonna just always find a way to just talk shit about you. It don't matter. He gonna, like, he talks about himself. He gonna be like, yeah, this, like, he switched it around. When I watched the interview, he was like, yeah, see, I don't gotta be like Bandman Kevo shit. These bitches love my bald head and my one eye, and you know what I'm saying? So he gonna put the shit on himself type shit. I get it. So some comedian shit, but he blowing up off it. It's smart. It's smart marketing.
Yeah, me and Charleston fell out after that clip when you pulled out the 300,000. And I don't know if it. Well, I don't think it was that clip because Charleston, he doesn't really value money like that. Like he didn't really take that to heart. But I did like 3 interviews in a row. I think Sauce Walker, you, and somebody else. But that clip was the one that hit like 500,000-600,000. You know what I mean? And when I asked him about you in the last interview, I was like, "Yo, chill. I don't want him to pull out another 300,000." It was just funny.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit. You know, like I said, I to be honest, I'm not mad at Charleston White. You feel me? Like, I really fuck with him, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga is a smart. He like niggas looking at him like he really dumb. because like the way he look and the way he, but I see marketing when I see him. Like the nigga is sit and he ain't scared to record anywhere. The nigga gonna get in his car and record and talk about you and go viral. The nigga gonna sit in anywhere. Like he don't give a fuck. So I'm just kind of like, damn, this nigga is smart as shit. Like you feel me? So
he knows how to work. Knowing how to work the internet is a special skill,
especially for his age, and to be as careless as he is. You feel me? So it's like kind of like damn. But at the same time, I be kind of shocked because I'm just like, damn, bro, like you playing a dangerous game. But at the same time, shit, this game we in ain't really that damn dangerous as you really think about it when the way he's approaching it with the police shit. It's like, oh shit, okay, cool. Like it's, you feel me? He fucking everybody head up. Like niggas like, damn, he talking about the FBI and the police and you feel me? Niggas like, oh man, I'm cool. You feel me? So that's a very smart approach, bro. Like that's why I say he can really be next level because it's the first person to really do that. We ain't never seen nobody do that.
Yeah,
like
he's the first of his kind.
Niggas is scared to come out and be doing all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He don't give a fuck. So it's like niggas is kind of like, man, Charleston ass, man. Like, damn, you feel me? They like, damn, they're scared to like play with the nigga. But at the same time, we all know the world we in. It's one crazy ass person out here that you got to be careful of.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it's spring break. We're in Miami right now.
Yeah.
And there's a clip going around of a guy on Ocean Drive walking up on a guy and shooting him 7 times. Did you see that footage?
Yeah.
He was from Fort Lauderdale. His name was like Devonterius Polk or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's just when you finally run into people, type shit, I guess. I mean, me personally, bro, I just look at it like, for me being from Chicago, that's like a lot of times, like every day. So I be kind of like, oh, okay, cool. But it just really, you just got to be on your P's and Q's. Like people go out there, drink, and then knowing you around a lot of crowds of people, you got to be extra, extra on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have your pipe on. You got to be looking both ways, like type shit. Like you got to just really be on your shit, especially when you into it with people.
Yeah.
You did stuff to people and stuff like that. I wouldn't just be walking around capping. But at shit, Miami way better than shit all these other cities. I ain't gonna lie to you, You see how the shoot made the news, right? Like all over, but shit happened in Chicago like 10, 11 times, you know what I'm saying, a day. And they don't even make the news really like that. You feel me? So
right. Now our guy, Omi in the Hellcat, sentenced to 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Ordered to forfeit $30 million in large-scale cable piracy case. And this is, he has to also, let me look, including $6 million in cash, cars including Lamborghinis, Porsches, Bentleys, McLarens, and a portfolio of more than a dozen properties across Philadelphia and New Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, looking at that situation, I feel like he won. He's not going to do nowhere near 5 years. I've been to the federal penitentiary, so I know how it goes. If you do RDAP, that knocks a whole 1.5 years off. And then you got to count halfway house. Might get a year halfway house. That leaves him down about 2.5 years, 3 years at the top. Now, if he also is going to be eligible for furloughs. Furloughs is when I was telling you, when I was going home 12, 24, 48, 72 hours. So he's going to be able to go home. And just think about it like this. My very first interview with you, when I left and I manifested everything that I told you I was going to do that you see now, imagine how Omi finna be. He finna be overly going crazy. So at the people laughing and hating and just like the same thing what they did with me, he's going to get out and go even harder and be smarter, and he's going to get motivated. Like I told him, man, go in there, get on your workout. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your mind together, and then you're going to really see who's really there and who's really not. You know what I'm saying? You're going to really know, like, who's your friends, who thought about you, stuff like that. And like I said, he won, bro. It's when he gets out, people going to, let's say 3 years, 4 years, whatever. In 4 years, people are still going to be doing the same thing. When I came home, people were still doing the same thing.
And like you said, he won. It was in hindsight, it was worth it.
Yeah.
We don't know how much money he has put up.
Exactly.
But there are people who are doing crash dummy licks and throwing their whole life away for nothing nowhere near what he made.
And getting caught with a gun, 10 years. Shooting somebody, 25 years.
Armed
robbing
robbery.
somebody for $100 and ain't get no money, 20 years. Just doing this and doing that. Ain't getting no money, but getting all this time. So you got to look at it like that. You feel me? They not laughing at him. They not talking. Only thing that you see when they homie go to jail for all this time is, yeah, free my dog, Ray Ray out the pen. And the same dudes don't even send him a letter hitting his girl. And you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like he won, bro. You feel me? Only thing, like, it's our world is messed up. They rather you go out, doing 10 years and welcome you back home with open arms and coming home broke. But a person that made all this bag, you just got all these haters. Oh, he's a scammer. He's this, he's that. Like, people rather, they hate to see you winning in this world. That's why they can't ever win.
Yeah.
That's why they can't ever win.
You're in that lane to where, I'm going to say you're in that scammer lane.
Yeah.
Not saying you're scamming anymore.
Yeah.
But y'all kind of laugh. Y'all don't really, I'm not going to say laugh, but y'all kind of look down on the people who do them type of crimes, right?
Yeah. For sure. It's because it started out, you got to realize when these crimes first was started, right? And who they got started by before the blacks started catching on to, because we late. They've been doing, you know what I'm saying? They've been doing that. But at the same time, robberies, going to people's houses and doing all that and getting all that time for that little money. Then you sit in jail next to a nigga like me, and I done made 20, 30, you know what I'm saying, million. I'm looking at you like, man, watch out, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta make sense. Like, cause you gotta look at it like a crime is a crime. So, like, if I'm gonna go to jail, it has to be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be worth it, bro. So that's basically what I'm saying. Like, I can't look at him and say, like, man, he didn't win. He won. You feel me?
King Von, since we last spoke, reports came out that King Von put up $100,000 on FBG Duck's head.
Yeah, I seen that.
Started off at 50,000, went up to 100,000. 100,000 in Chicago was like $10 million to the street niggas.
Right.
You seen that. What was your thoughts?
Man, when I seen that, I was kind of shocked. I'm like, damn, like, when I be seeing people do that, you just got to be smart though, because it end up affecting everybody else around you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to feel like you had something to do with it, this person had something to do with it, and then they have somebody tie you into some shit, So, really, it is what it is, but shit, everything happened for a reason, because that ain't going to do nothing but have the police time some shit. Conspiracies, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like everything happened the right way for the reason.
He died in broad daylight downtown. It already seemed like it was a forced hit, right?
Right. It did seem like that. I felt that. It was kind of weird though. Like, when I seen that, I'm just like, damn, it was like, who gonna go downtown on Oak Street and do that? You feel me? Oak Street? That's like the worst street to go to do something at. But to be honest though, that street had a lot of store robberies though. They just started breaking in like broad daylight, breaking in a Gucci, not the Gucci store, but the Montclair store. And you know what I'm saying? They didn't hit that store so many times. So when I seen that, I was just like, well, it's like they stopped putting police over there or something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Damn, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
John Morant been all over the blogs. He went on IG Live, posted a gun in a strip club. He's been suspended for nearly 13 games. And a lot of people are blaming rap music. A lot of people are claiming that John Morant wants to be a street guy. You're on a $200 million contract why are you going backwards?
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I would expect the gang to have the security though. You know what I'm saying? Like when I seen it, because at first I'm thinking that he just flashed a gun, but they said it in the club. I'm like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying? So it would have had to make sense all the way, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't get that though, but I was just kind of thinking like, what they on with that shit, you know? But when I seen this shit, he got to do what he got to do though, man. I wouldn't have threw my shit away like that. 200 million, shit, boy, you got M just to have the best security that can do that.
Yeah.
Why would you do it? You know? But then they brought up like hella like old pictures of folks trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit a video game or something, you know? So shit, you know how I go.
Do you think he's trying to prove himself as being a guy from coming from the mud, being a street guy, being about that life?
Yeah, he might be though, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. He might possibly could be. Cause like, why would you do that though? You know what I'm saying? That shit was kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
But that's him, you know.
Yeah. A lot of people are blaming rap music, the influence of rap music. Shannon Sharp, I think Patrick Beverly spoke out. I think Gilbert Arenas spoke out, but a lot of people are blaming rap music.
Look, everybody seen that shit. When everybody seen it, they was just looking like damn, like why would he do that? But like I said, I was under the impression that he just showed a pole. I didn't know it was in a club. So that is kind of crazy though, to be a basketball player of that power. You feel me? Making that type of money? Hell no, ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way, bro. But it could be rap music. You could be listening to that shit and want to be like them, or like a lot of the times too, though. You know, sports players they be seeing like rappers and stuff, and they or people that they used to rock with back in the day, and they be thinking how they used to be type. Like, let me feel like I don't know, bro. I can't even tell you to be honest. Shit.
Yeah.
It was weird when I seen it though.
Troy Ave, he just testified in the Taxstone case. 6-7 years ago, they had a shootout in the club. Taxstone shot Troy Ave's bodyguard and killed him. Troy Ave shot back, self-defense. But in New York, it's no self-defense.
I heard.
So they're trying to charge Troy Ave for shooting back. So Troy Ave took the stand, testified in court to get his sentencing lowered. Is that snitching?
Yeah, that's snitching. Yeah, folks, that's snitching. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's because you can't really do that, folks. Can't really do that. That's snitching. You took the stand. That's like, you know what I'm
saying? If somebody tried to kill you but killed your bodyguard and you shot back, now you're getting sentenced for trying to protect yourself and the bodyguard.
I mean, this is the thing. He trying to get the sentence lowered, right? How much time he got?
They didn't say.
Oh, okay. If he just trying to get his sentence lowered, then it's kind of like you took that stand. Shit, that's a flat out like snitch thing. Like, you know, like when a person testifying against you, that's like, you know, because it ain't you testifying. That's like testifying. That's like, let's go to Young Thug. If a nigga get on stand and testify against Young Thug, what is he? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, it's different scenarios, right? For what he got going on, it's different, but at the same time, you still gonna have some paperwork, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you like took the stand on, dude. That's how it goes, shit.
Quavo. If Quavo takes the stand, he was there when Takeoff was killed in Houston. Quavo, a guy he grew up with, family. I'm talking about from the mud, didn't have anything, made hits together, made a living together, made a fortune together, believed in each other. If Quavo was to take the stand in the Takeoff situation, is that snitching?
Yeah. Yep. He can't do it. He gotta just do what he gotta do.
Damn.
Yeah, he gotta do
It
what he
sucks.
got.
It sucks being a rapper, man.
Yeah, he gotta do what he gotta do, Brody. He can't take that stand. I'll tell you that. No stand, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now I do want to talk about the jewelry. Now you have what? What's this? 95? You said 95,000?
Yeah, 98.
98,000.
Yeah.
And that is VVS.
VVS 1, VVS 2, what is it? E through D, something like that. E color, H color, something like that. But it's like the top of the line.
Yeah. Cause these days jewelry is real tricky.
Yeah,
They
you
say a
got
lot of them aren't real diamonds, but can
yeah,
still pass the diamond tester.
yeah.
Like dig deeper into that.
So a lot of these niggas, what you see that's got jewelry, it be Mosonites. So like what you gotta do is like when you see rappers with jewelry, like a whole lot of jewelry, you gotta look at the quality, the clarity. You gotta know, first of all, if you see a rapper with jewelry, right, they have to tag their jewelers. If you're a rapper and you got jewelry, watches, I don't care what it is, you have to tag your jeweler. Because most likely the watch might not be A1, the bracelet, the chains, all that might not be A1. It might be Mosonites. Now, what people is doing with the Mosonites is diamonds that can pass it. So if you ever see a rapper putting a diamond tester up to their shit a lot, nigga, it's fake probably. Because what are you doing that for? You feel me? Like, I ain't finna put no diamond test up to my shit. You know it's busting. You better go ask fam. And I got my appraisals and all that shit. So it gotta make sense, like, to the point where like niggas rocking Mosonites and CVD diamonds. You feel me? So CVD diamonds are a better quality than Mosonites. But the Mosonites is the first diamond that passed the test. Then the CVD is like almost looking like VVS 1s, VS 2s. You know what I'm saying? But they got machines that you can find out if a nigga got Mosonites, if a nigga got CVD diamonds, all that. Even if a jeweler try to give you some low quality diamonds like SI diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So you got SI diamonds, like, man, the jewelry game is finessed out all the way. Even with these watches, bro, the watches, a lot of the times you see a lot of jewelry, the jewelers are finding out how to make aftermarket watches and putting a lot of diamonds in them and stuff like that to be able to make more profit. You got to realize they got to pay them high ass bills in them jewelry stores that they stay at, and they got to pay their rent and their car notes and all the rest of that stuff. So they trying to finesse you as much as they can. That's why I told myself, like, man, with the designer and you know what I mean, with jewelry and all that, I'm just focused on buying more property than just helping them get richer, because I know it's some type of little ass finesse or something. You know what I'm saying?
What percentage of rappers do you think is wearing
real jewelry?
The bullshit diamonds?
I think 75% or more. I can tell. They can't even stand next to me. And when I look, I know if it's some cheaper diamonds. I know if they shit like got it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, like, you can even go to a high-end jeweler and still get cheaper stuff because they still want to make the sale. But you can tell. You can tell if somebody got a really, really, really exclusive piece, and you can tell if somebody on some cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? It all depends, guy.
Yeah. Now, I had a really good interview with Cookie Money.
Yeah.
Great interview. And we spoke on Street Guys. I remember you once told me that most street guys don't have 10K to their name.
Yeah.
You still stand on that?
I feel like during this time right now, during the recession, I feel like they don't even got that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't feel like they even got that, bro. It's because the recession is a recession, right? For people, like, you gotta realize it was a lot of licks. It ain't a lot of licks no more like it used to be. It's being 100%. So you seeing people go back to doing the cheapest, weirdest shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I don't even think they got 3,000 put to their name, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a real
most
recession.
street guys, like, whoa, I don't want to misquote you. Most street guys don't have 3,000 to their name right now.
That's what I think. Because some of them too busy in the street. Okay, most street guys is on drugs, right? That's a habit. Most street guys want to drink. That's a habit. do the lean and all that. So if they do get the money, it's getting spent as soon as it touch their hand. So let's be honest. If they got 3,000, it's probably going towards a habit or something like that. They can't keep it. We talking about save, it ain't gonna touch it, right? Okay then. If they got it, it's already gone. It's gone, you know?
Yeah.
So
is the iPhone scam still a lick? Is that still a thing? Or is that, I remember that was the thing 10 years ago.
no, it's so some leagues do come back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Some leagues do come back, but you'll be a fool to think that you outsmarting what was already out. You feel me? You ain't about to do nothing but get caught better because they probably let the lick come back to actually test the new technology on you. Because I was just telling my homie, a lot of people don't know about the facial recognition. A lot of people don't know about none of that type of stuff. That these lights and all that, you might think a regular camera, but that camera is reading your face. You know what I'm saying? And reading all, man. So they could be testing something out on you. Then when you get bumped, now you sitting in jail talking about, yeah, bro, I had like 5 phones, bro. You feel me? It ain't worth it.
Was the iPhone scam lucrative back then? Because, like I said, I had homies that did that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a few times I seen the guys with 10, 20,000 at a time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But then, you know, like I said, licks, those type of things come and go. Because you gotta understand, once you make some money, people start to find out, then it gets watered down.
Right. I mean, this is the thing. That's why when I found out about any little lick, I kept it to myself. And it wasn't never from the city where I got the lick. It was always out of town type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it had to make sense like that. That's the only way that I do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it had to make sense. Like it was cool, but that was like 2013, 2014 type shit. You know what I'm saying? And when it came out, you fucking up people credit and now they mad as hell. They can't get no phone. Feel me? So it was all right though, bro. But how you really run up the whole check was doing it in a business name. Because just when you get more phones. You know what I'm saying? But niggas was doing it on the personal, getting like 4 lines, and that shit was light. I mean, it was cool, but then it's just like you just leaving whoever phone you got, the phones, you just leaving them open to tell on you. Cause it's always like oh yeah, I gave him my social and he went to go get the phones and all this weird shit. Yeah, nah.
PPP loans, that's over with. Now we seen guys run up hundreds of thousands off the PPP loans.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at certain people now, they got the puppy dog face. They sad.
Right.
You know, they regret what they did with the PPP loans. They wish they would have did other shit with it. Yeah. You called it though. I remember in the pandemic, you called it, man.
I said everybody was gonna get bumped. But look, you know what's so crazy though, right? Now what they doing at the ERC is the same thing with the PPP shit. It's just a different wave of it type shit. So it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how it go.
Yeah. Yeah, you called that shit, man. A lot of people got their PPP money, went to the club, rented cars, and you know, a lot of different things that it wasn't sustainable. It wasn't
right.
Shit you can't show for. You know what I mean? It wasn't tangible.
Right. No, I seen that shit. I seen it. I mean, when I seen it, I was just like, man, if you think about it, everybody that went to jail for it, they didn't, they got some time, but not crazy time. But it seemed like I just seen one of the dudes that, remember we was just talking about him in the interview and he already back home. Baby Blue, I think.
Yep.
It's like he got back home quick.
He did.
Yeah, so it's cool, but I wasn't really like, I ain't fuck with it, bro. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared of all that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that shit all was set up.
No Jumper, Adam 22. Real crazy week last week.
I seen.
I'm gonna say 4 or 5 different employees quit, which was AD, T-Rail, House Phone, couple others left No Jumper. And this is all around the same time a viral video clip of a guy trying to expose Adam for being a creep.
Pedophile.
Yep.
Yeah. I seen all that. Well, when I seen it, bro, I was kind of like, So you got to realize how I look at things. So everything that you're doing, right? Like if you, let's say you being messy, right, with a show, it seems like people are trying to do it back to you, especially when you got something lingering over you. Now, when I seen the news come out, I'm kind of like, damn. Now I understand why he was taking up for certain people. You know what I mean, on this show, and I'm just kind of like, now I really want to hear the real truth of like about how you feel about what you're going through, because if it was me in that same situation, he'd be on his show talking about me like, oh man, Bandman, this and that. And that. Like we can't be like one-sided with this way and two-sided. Oh, it's just Adam. It's cool to be a pedophile. No, because if it was me or somebody, it'd be totally different. Now, as far as him not having loyalty, they should have noticed that in the beginning when it came to Flacco. You got to pay attention to the smallest things before they get real big later. You understand what I'm saying? So when I seen like, the stuff that was going on with Flacco, I would look at, AD and T-Rail and all the rest of the cast like, oh, bro don't care about nobody if he don't care, because it ain't no like it's more loyalty here or it's more loyalty there. It's going to start with the people who work for you, who care about your company. So when I seen it, I was just like, it ain't gonna really last that long. But the good thing about T-Rail and AD is that they built their own show.
Yep.
Back on Fig and Community, shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? Like for being smart enough to do that and capitalize off of Adam's show to get to the next level. That was real smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said that you already knew it wasn't going to last.
From the time I was watching Flacco and what Adam was doing to Flacco, there was no loyalty. You know what I mean? I won't let nobody come in on my show and beat up my let's say a person come on my show and beat up my person who works for me, and then I start rocking with them more. You understand what I'm saying? Like I start rocking with the person who beat up my staff more. That's no loyalty at all. That's first step, Second step, it was coming from, like I guess House Phone was messing with a trans, right? But House Phone helped him start the show. So he brought the trans lady on the show. You have to see, we not blind. You have to see all that. So instead of everybody paying attention, they sweeping everything under the rug that they see. They acting like it don't matter. Like, no jumper's finna make me rich. No jumper finna no. That's not the whole overall goal. The whole overall goal is that first podcast with this girl that's doing number one right now. You feel me? This is second, but at the same time, if I'm the boss and I get mad at your show for taking off and y'all not doing as much on my show, then it automatically, so let's capitalize a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the first mistake he did on his end, as far as Adam, he didn't have no contracts. How you got these people out here capping with no contracts? That's your fault. So he lost on that end itself. But as far as the pedophile thing, I mean, Joe Budden ate him up bad, you feel me? So, I mean, he gonna have to answer to that himself.
Yeah, AD and T-Real, real smart.
Very.
Real smart. I could see it. While they were on No Jumper, they were building their own shit on YouTube at the same time.
Exactly. That was smart. That's the best thing you could have did out of that. Because look, you should have came in the gate knowing that it probably wasn't gonna get you that far.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You should have knew that.
Blueface going crazy right now with Krishan. Keep in mind, he signed her. So everything she touched, he gets a piece of. Little baby DM'd her, he wasn't having it. He allegedly got her pregnant. What you think about that whole situation?
I feel like everything is a big show, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like that everything that I'm seeing is nothing but a iPhone episode of an episode of a show. I really don't kind of believe none of it, really. Like I feel like he broke in his bag type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he can really get on the internet and say whatever, and they can really work together and work harder and smarter and just be messy and toxic as hell, and everybody gonna feed into it. Like that's social media. Really, they gonna just do it. You can really do whatever you want to do and control everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, they gonna win regardless, buddy.
Super smart. I think he's genius for what he's doing. He no longer really loves rap for real. My bad. He no longer really loves rap for real. I think he's thinking, he's trying to turn into more of a reality star.
Yeah.
And I think everything they do is calculated. I think they sit next to each other and be tweeting, "Hey, say this and I'm gonna say that," because people are dumb. Yeah. People don't have a life and they live through celebrities.
I feel like if Blueface really want that real bag though, like that real sack, what he got to do is he have to get a budget together and actually go ahead and start his own reality TV show without anybody else coming with the bag and make it so interesting that somebody just say, you know what, we need you.
Let me give you 100 million. Let me give you 100 million.
Otherwise, they're going to spoon feed him. I'm telling you, they're going to spoon feed him, Brody. If you don't do it, they're going to spoon feed him. Yep. They're going to spoon feed him, I'm telling you.
You recently went viral because you paid Gunna for a feature. What was this? I remember you told me maybe 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe let's say a year ago, 8 months to a year ago. You paid Gunna, what was it, 150,000?
250,000.
250,000. He did the feature. Y'all shot the music video. The song never came out.
Yep, because he actually got locked up. So when he got locked up, basically, it was like he got locked up probably like 2 months later type shit. Now me being a person that's like, looking at, what's going on, I'm trying to basically like, oh shit, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? So we letting the manager know, like, hey man, like, what we gonna do about this? They're like, oh well, we going through this, we going through that, we don't know what's really going on. Can you guys just hold off this and that? You know what I'm saying? So, we waiting months, which ain't nobody finna play with their bag. You feel me? After they waiting months and months and months of, till you just finally get out and then just be on some. They like, oh man, this nigga done did this, and this, and I'm just like, man, he got out and messed his name up. On top of that, you got out, and then his manager still ain't try to like make it no better. Just like, oh well, he just got home, and can you guys like, lady, it been over a year. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So like, it's like they was kind of careless with it. You feel me? So I'm just like, all right, well, shit, man, just run a bag back. You know what I'm saying?
So you want a refund?
Really, I want more money because I feel like all the time I wasted over a year. That was at that time type shit, I feel like I deserve some real M's. Who knows where the song could have been at before you messed your name up.
How much do you want?
Like $5 million.
You want $5 million?
Look, this is what I'm saying. You gotta, realistically, before he got locked up, if I would have dropped the song, he would have posted it and it would have did what it did. The song, I was gonna make it go big, bro. You feel me?
Why didn't you release the song immediately right after y'all shot it?
Because it had to go through clearance, it had to go through lawyers. I'm doing everything the right way, so everything just gotta make sense.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was just trying to make everything make sense first.
So you feel like the choices he made by, him getting arrested, him taking the plea deal, that hurt your investment.
Yep. I feel like it hurt my investment bad because when I invested the first time, you got to realize the very first time I invested, not the very first time, but soon as I invested, I feel like that's when he was at his peak. Just now, if he would have got out and did the right thing, he would have been bigger. So that was another part of waiting. I'm just like, all right, well, he get out and he, him and Thug get out and go crazy. It's going to be the biggest thing in the world. Feel me? So with that being said, then it's like, damn, type shit.
Yeah. This goes viral on the internet. It's on Say Cheese. It's on Academics. I think even the Shade Room grabbed it. It was everywhere. Did Gunna reach out then? Did you hear from his people?
Nah, to be honest, nope. To be 100% honest, no, we still didn't like. So I guess his manager, like some black lady or whatever, you feel me? And you know how like they be like kind of careless. They don't be like real professional. Plus, when they represent you, they don't take your career like that serious like that. Like versus if it was somebody else, they would have cared and been like, oh shit, let me not let this person come out and, you know, talk about this type of thing that's going on. But she don't give a fuck. She the whole time we was telling her she didn't care. She's like, oh, they going because she's probably looking at it like they throwing their career out the over. They shouldn't have did this. You know what I'm saying? She like probably one of them type of ladies. So because a professional person would have reached back and made you feel like, okay, yeah, you did make this investment. What can we work out? What can we do? You know what I'm saying? They on some black nigger shit type shit. You feel me? So it's like, cool. So then when you get to getting back, now that motherfuckers they want to work. You know how people do shit. They want to work something out after the fact. You feel me? That when you trying to get $5-10 million type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
Gunna's released from jail. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and more unfollowed him on Instagram.
Yeah, I seen that. I mean, you know, people be having inside scoops and shit. Like, cause I was wondering what happened and how it happened and stuff like that. But like I said, people be having insides. I mean, like, you know, when I seen it, bro, I was just like, damn, my investment. As soon as I start seeing that, I just look, I'm watching my shit just go down the drain type shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, if it was me though, bro, right? A nigga paid me, right? And I did all that, I just shoot his bread back quick. You feel me? Cause I don't want just to, you know, the over talk type shit. But at the same time, it's like, you know a nigga paid with ease. It wasn't nothing, bro, like type shit. Like, and it's like a nigga you just talking about money and this and that, and then on top of that, you got this on your name. Hell no, like, you feel me? Like, you know, like to the point where like it's like, bro, just you might as well give me a nice little bag, man. I'm gonna talk about you every rep, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know? But shit. At the end of the day, I'm gonna sue real big though type shit. Cause I ain't tell you to go through all that shit.
Do you think rap is becoming the old hustle? And what I mean by that is like, you see the content space is making so much more money. The Casa Net making millions. The streamers making millions.
Yeah.
The YouTubers. We're in a crazy space to where we're making millions doing blogs and interviews, hundreds of thousands. And then when you look at the rappers are at the bottom of the. You even looking at like.
Yeah.
You even looking at DDG. DDG spoke out and was like, man, we make way more than rappers. YouTubers, we killing this shit.
Yeah.
So do you feel like rapping is becoming it's becoming a shit that it's cool to do. Don't get it twisted, because you still can make a pretty good bag, but it ain't what it used to be.
No, rapping ain't what it used to be. When you look at it, the rappers is a YouTuber, right? They gonna drop a live stream, a vlog, a video, a rap video, all type, whatever they want to do, right? You as a rapper, you probably doing what? 1 video, 2 videos a month, 3 videos? What is that on YouTube? Stop it. So you just your stream just that crazy and they just love your video? No, bro. That's why rappers have to do so much other stuff to actually really make a real bag, because it's not gonna come from no YouTube. You barely post on there. So you gotta realize the whole overall of you dropping 1 song a month, 2, 3 songs a month. Nah. You feel me? Like, you gotta be dropping good songs with big budget. It's actually harder to, like, people, like we talked, people spend so much money in the studio. And then on top of that, after they spending so much money in the studio, you gotta realize they still have to put a big budget in their song. They still gotta shoot a music video. And then they DMing everybody the same video. Feel me? So, I don't know, bro. It's weird. I feel like it's too stressful to do music. You know what I mean? If you ain't got your stuff together, it's stressful. Don't be that person that's broke and trying to start to do music without like some type of hustle or budget. Unless you just that good. But if you that good, like, you know, I follow Say Cheese, right? So I be looking for like new little rappers and shit. Like I be looking like to see if I hear some shit that's catchy. Man, I ain't heard none in a minute. Like how I used to hear shit, I used to be like, who was this nigga, bro? You already got him, or somebody already got him. I'm like, damn, you feel me? So you don't see that no more. I don't know what happened. It's like everybody just down and just like, you know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It ain't like rapping ain't got a little weird to you, like the space of it. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, rapping is in a weird space, man.
It's
It's
weird.
like
It's weird, bro.
it's like it used to be every 6 months it was a new something. Now it's just like it's just weird, bro.
It's weird.
It's too clicky now. When if you're not cool with a certain 5 rappers, you're not accepted.
Yeah.
It ain't raw how it was. It's not.
Yeah.
Everything's too thought out.
It ain't like this is what I don't like about music right now. It ain't just like Drake don't have to be worried. This person don't got to be worried. It ain't like a nigga come out and he knocking these rappers out the box. It ain't that no more. Ain't no rapper coming up and just Wayne got to be scared and this person got to be scared because this rapper. No, it ain't like that no more right now.
Yeah.
It's
the Baby, Roddy Ricch. It's not the same with them guys, man. Even if you go look at the views, Roddy Ricch dropped the tape. A lot of people just dropped the tape a few months ago. People didn't know. The Baby to me is really, really talented, but the people gotta like you. In rap, that's the thing about rap. The people, you have to rely on the fans to fuck with you.
Yeah.
The fans, they turned on the Baby. Do you think Roddy Ricch and the Baby are done?
What, as far as music wise?
Musically,
I don't this okay. The music space is in a weird space, but I don't think that they're done. Like, cause like they can rap and all that type of stuff, but I feel like they have to do other things to generate the more income. But just doing rap is cool, but it's weird for everybody right now. Like everybody. Even like when I seen Lil Baby, like when I seen the shit that when Act went on Lil Baby, right? I was like, damn, Lil Baby is like, you know, slowing down, like, but he hard, but it's like people looking at it like, damn, Lil Baby slowing down, gang. It ain't like how you just was type shit. So I'm kind of seeing that shit. I'm like, oh, let me check. But you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, I seen QC sold the whole, you know, sold their whole shit to somebody. So I was just like, damn, like the music space changing up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You damn near got to be like a rapper / streamer now, like.
Yeah.
No cap. It ain't just straight music no more. You gotta, man, these folks I feel like they gonna make all these gamers, streamers have way more money. And then the rapper is gonna be like the little guys. Like,
yeah,
I don't wanna be like that, gang. That's why I do everything.
What do you think Roddy Ricch did wrong? He came in scorching hot.
I feel like since I don't know what he did with his money after he got the money, because most of the time is they say how you stay hot is like Fatty White even said this. He was like, man, I got big headed, and when he got big headed, he meant by, oh, I'm the shit. I don't need to put another million behind this song. I'm gonna just drop music and they're gonna love me. You still have to put that same 1.2 million or $2 million you're supposed to put behind this song should go behind that song and the next song and the next song and the next song. Yep. Don't never get big headed and think that I'm just this hot ass nigga because you will fall off. You gonna fall on your dick. I'm telling you. So that's what I think that maybe he did wrong. I don't know what he did with his, but it takes a big budget. I don't care how much money you got. If you got $1 million, put it behind a song. Yeah. Just do it. I'm pretty sure that if you go look at what Drake and Nicki Minaj and all these people doing when they drop a song, a single, a tape, go look at how much budget they put behind a song. And if you think you're gonna be that great, then be that great. Put that same type of budget behind yourself. Yep. They not just going in there just like big headed, like, oh, I'm the shit, everybody knows me. Who cares? But is everybody gonna hear and see it? That's what matters. Yeah. That's what people is doing wrong.
T.I. recently admitted that he snitched on his dead cousin. Yeah. I mean, if you was in a sticky situation and the person you were with was dead and you had to snitch on them to get out of that situation, would you do it?
No, I just can't do it because it's still like paperwork. It's like, I mean, it's in T.I. case, I guess they didn't put the paperwork on him, so he don't got no paperwork supposedly. But I don't think if that was the case, if you don't got no paperwork, it's like, why would you admit of telling on your cousin? You feel me? So that was kind of weird to the world, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I mean, bro, telling on your cousin is like, if it's dead or alive, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they don't care. They're still gonna put it on paperwork and they're gonna say, man, well, you right. You telling your cousin. He dead though, type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. You know, it's kind of like
French bulldogs are now the #1 dog in the world. You know, and it became a thing in our culture. You know, the Frenchies and the Fluffies and shit like that.
Yeah.
And these dogs are averaging around $5,000. They're moving.
Yeah.
It started off as like a luxury dog. You've seen a lot of rich people with these dogs.
Right.
And then it got into the rap space. And then now everybody's selling these dogs. They're breeding these dogs. But yeah, they're more popular than a Labrador, than a Golden Retriever. #1 dog in the world, man. And that's a lot of people's hustle these days. But I haven't seen you around these dogs.
No, I got one. I got one. I just don't like dogs that much because I don't have time for it. Like, you know, I get one and then it's like I need a babysitter for it because I'm never around it. You know what I mean? So, like, remember I told you, like, as far as them dogs, I feel like the Latin community and a black community made them dogs real famous, especially like as far as mixing it with the rap shit. Cause it's like the cool dog plus them dogs making people rich for real.
Yeah.
Like they making people like real, like you seen people go from like nothing to start selling them dogs to like looking like drug dealers. You know what I mean? So at the same time, I just look at it like that's the wave right now, and them dogs is like you a damn nigga get robbed for them dogs.
Okay, so the dog, that's not your thing.
No, not really. I would me personally, I just get with them and sell them if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I sell them if I had to, you know, or link with people who got their motion going on or something like that. But as far as like just having them around, I don't got time really. I ain't gonna lie.